What's up, guys? It is Monday. I'm here with Jordy, and we're pretty pumped about this slate. We've got two games tonight for Monday Night Football, and they're both bangers. Especially, I believe it's the first game, Ravens versus the Buccaneers. So there is all sorts of exciting stuff for fantasy tied to this game, and some pretty decent fantasy options in the second game, which is the Cardinals versus the Chargers. But my gosh, I'm going to be all over this Ravens Buccaneers game. And I have some fantasy implications for my Dynasty League too. I need Baker to go off tonight. So we're excited to break into all this. We have 4 picks for you. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop us a comment if you have any questions about anything fantasy related or just anything in general. But yeah, let's see. Let's just get right into it. Let's talk about the plays, and then I'll go over our partners briefly. But yeah, so the plays that I'm taking, I'm loving this Kyler Murray over 5.5 rush attempts. I'm getting this on Prize Picks and Underdog. And then my other play on Prize Picks is going to be Zay Flowers rushing and receiving yards combined. We're getting it at the same line as his receiving alone. So yeah, sure, add the rushing to it for no cost. I'll take it. And then they do not have the combo on Underdog, so I'm just taking his receiving yards at 63.5. So what do you get into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm taking Mark Andrews for over 2.5 receptions on both platforms, and I'm taking Baker Mayfield for over 1.5 passing touchdowns. And surprisingly, this isn't a discounted play. It's just a regular play. I think they're way overthinking this Baltimore matchup. Also, I just want to address the elephant in the room. Yes, my forehead is massive. I have my hair pulled back today because it's just a little too crazy. I can't get it to cover my forehead today without sticking it up. So you guys are just going to have to deal with the glistening moon off the dome today. So,
well, I can't see Jordy right now, so I'm going to have to wait until the video drops.
You'd be blinded right now.
To see what y'all are talking about. But cool. So before we break into the details of these picks, if you haven't signed up for Underdog yet, take advantage. There's all sorts of deals going on for the start of basketball, which, by the way, we're going to have our first NBA video out early tomorrow. So should be, by the time we get it filmed and out, it'll probably be somewhere around noon Eastern, but we can't wait. And then obviously we'll still do our waiver wire show for fantasy football. But yeah, super excited about that. And Underdog. That's what I was talking about. Use code BACKDOOR, and they're going to give you up to $1,000 bonus cash plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. And right now it's still Boostober, so you get boost tokens every day of the month. And for NBA, I need to double check this, but I think if I read it right, they're giving us unlimited NBA boost tokens. So I think it's, and I'll get back to you on that. If I'm wrong about that, I apologize. But I believe it's like any NBA entry you make, if it's exclusively NBA, I think you get unlimited boost tokens, at least for a period of time. So Underdog, I'm sorry if I'm just making this stuff up, but don't come at me.
Where's our boost tokens?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what our newsletter said. So, yeah, code BACKDOOR and take advantage of that because it's killer. And then also we are partnered with Sleeper. If you guys do want to try Sleeper picks, use promo code BACKDOORFS and you'll get 100% deposit match up to $100. And they're running deals every day as well. So, all right, let's break into these plays. So we can start with Kyler Murray rushing attempts. First, let's take a look at this over under. We have a 44.5 point over under. Chargers favored by 1.5. We're playing in Arizona. And man, Arizona really needs to get something going. I think they're like 2-4 now, I believe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, my boys need to get it together here. But I think, since they've kind of ticked things up, at least over the past couple of weeks, first of all, he's been pretty consistent with, 5 rush attempts just like nonstop over this period. But these last 2 games, he's gone for at least 7. And I think he needs to get back to utilizing his speed on the ground. And the dude is so shifty when he does it. It's actually hilarious to watch the way he's dodging defenders and extending the play. And he can just keep doing that until he sees someone open when he's going through his reads. It's a tough matchup, 5th in rush attempts allowed. So I don't think, that doesn't scare me off. Like, he's super consistent, but also on top of that, I think that they're stacked enough with their defense to where he's going to have to extend some of these plays. So I'm absolutely taking this for more. And I hope my boy goes off tonight and goes for like 8 or 9, because I want to win this game. But yeah, and he's like super efficient when he does run the ball. It's not out of the ordinary if he pops off for like 50 or 60 yards in a game. So yeah, he's tied with Trey Benson for rush attempts. So that should tell you that I think he can get 6 tonight. So feeling good about this. If we hop over to the Daily Grind DFS Optimizer, they have this as the 3rd best play according to them. Up top, they have Derrick Henry fantasy score under. I just can't do it. I'm not going to do that. Sometimes the analytics do not agree with the personal narrative, and in that case, I'm not taking Derrick Henry under, but I could be wrong. I said the same thing about David Montgomery. It just took an injury and him leaving the game for a little bit and fumbling the ball to not hit, but still, I'm not taking Derrick Henry under. And then, you've got Chad Ryland kicking points, 6.5, 53.33% odds to hit the over, -136. And then you got this Kyler play. They have it at a 53.32% odds to hit the over, -137. And multiple platforms have this pretty heavily juiced, except for FanDuel, still juicing it to go over, just a -120. So I'm feeling great about this. And then this other play, Zay Flowers. Yeah, 60, they have it at 65.5. We're getting it at 63. So Outlier is like showing the average at 65.5. So hopefully this doesn't bump on us. But I feel great about this. Like, he's been absolutely popping off. If we look at this over under 49.5, so it should be a high scoring game. I think that this is just going to turn into a shootout. I cannot wait for this game. I also am excited to see more about how much has Sean Tucker's role changed, how much of his snaps increased. This guy, there's so many reasons I'm excited to tune into this game. But they do have Baltimore favored by 3.5 points, playing in Tampa Bay. So I think that Zay is absolutely going to get this, especially we get to attach his rush yards to it as well. The matchup, the Buccaneers are 12th in rushing yards allowed to wide receivers and 27th in receiving yards allowed. So against Cincinnati, he went for 120 total yards, and then against Washington, 134 total yards. This is just another similar matchup where you're playing a team that does not have an elite defense, but has a really good offense that should be able to turn this into a high-scoring shootout. So I'm feeling great about Zay getting this done. Let's take a look. I know it's on the optimizer here as well. It's down a little ways. I'm kind of surprised this isn't juiced more than it is, because I love this play. Here we go. They have it favored to go over, 51.71% odds to hit the over, -128. And you can see these other platforms have it all the way up at 66 on some of these, and it's still a 50-50 shot according to the optimizer, even at 66.5. So if you're viewing this and this has been bumped, I'm comfortable taking this combo all the way up to 70 personally, but go with your gut. You have to make your own decisions about the plays you're taking. But for me, if I hop on here and I see Zay Flowers rushing, receiving in this game at 70, I'm still taking the over. Pretty solid play here. If you guys want to check out this DFS optimizer from Daily Grind, all you have to do is go to dgfantasy.com and use code BACKDOOR. You get 25% off. You can lock that subscription in for as long as you want, all the way up to a year. There's a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. And then if you want to check out this app Outlier, it's killer. They've got all sorts of great analysis on all these different categories of statistics. You can get pretty solid injury reports, insights about the players, and the matchup. The matchups and the stats are my favorite thing about this. I love being able to just see the direct matchup, versus the actual position and not just an overall as a defense. So Outlier is really awesome. If you guys want to try this, go through the link in the description for Outlier, and you just get to try it free for 7 days. You can use it tonight, and then you can have it all through Thursday Night Football and Sunday. Take advantage, try it for free. And that covers mine. I'll pass it to you, Jordy.
All right, awesome. Yeah, so to get into mine here, I've got Mark Andrews for over 2.5 receptions. I feel good about this one. Over the last 2 games, it's kind of looked like the Mark Andrews situation is kind of straightening itself out. I hold Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely on my dynasty fantasy football team, and I've been in like this toxic throuple of not knowing who's going to go off at any point in time. So I've just been dealing with the repercussions of trying to figure out which one to start, and I've kind of just fully committed to Mark Andrews and just leaving him in all the time. But this is a really, really soft matchup for him. They are 31st overall in receptions allowed, Tampa Bay's defense, and 18th to tight ends. So pretty soft matchup for someone like Mark Andrews. Last year, this would have been a dream matchup for him. So I think they're trying to like finally right the ship and get him back on track. 5 targets against Cincinnati in that massive game, and he had 4 in the last game against Washington. He had 3 receptions in that game. There was also another game earlier on in the year against Vegas where he had 5 targets for 4 receptions also. So I'm hoping that's the workload we get, is at least 5 to 4 targets for him tonight, and I think he'll definitely haul in a majority of them. Isaiah Likely is still beating him in targets right now, but that was because in the beginning of the year, Likely was the hot hand and they were just going to him all the time. And I don't think Mark Andrews was fully healthy then. He had a little bit of like a hamstring injury, and then he got into a car accident right before the season started, and he just didn't look right. But now he's finally starting to look pretty like agile again, and he's getting open and just looking more confident. So this is just like a gut play, but I also feel really good about it. It's really a low line. It is juiced to go under, minus 127 to go under. So if you don't like it, you don't have to take it. My God, I don't know why Markkanen's on here, but I am so excited for football. I think it's because I typed in Mark on DG, but yeah, football, or I'm sorry, I'm excited for basketball. Yeah, I don't think Markkanen's going out for passes anytime soon, but I'm so excited for basketball for sure. I cannot wait for tomorrow's video and to get back into all of that. That is going to be a great time. That was when we really were starting to dial in with basketball last year. It was a lot of fun. So anyway, Mark Andrews, feeling good about him over 2.5 receptions. If you don't, you can fade this play. Next up, I got my man Baker Mayfield here. My God, I'm such a big fan of this dude. And he's got a great matchup. 29th in passing touchdowns allowed to quarterbacks, and the dude has been absolutely lighting everyone up this year. He's done this in 4 out of 6 games. The only games he missed it in was Denver and Detroit, who have like 2 of the top passing defenses in the league. A very similar matchup to this style-wise was Philly. Philly is also a pass funnel defense, and he lit them up. It was 33-16. He had 2 passing touchdowns in that game. The dude is just an absolute laser right now, and he's got amazing receivers. I mean, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, even Cade Otton. All these guys are great receivers. They got great hands. Brady won a Super Bowl with these receivers. These guys are seasoned veterans. They know what they're doing. Chris Godwin is playing on a whole different level this year. Mike Evans got cleared. He's healthy for this game as well. So I think Baker just goes absolutely nuclear in this game. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think he definitely gets over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I mean, that's a big part of their whole offense. So really liking this matchup for him today. Like I said, 29th in passing touchdowns allowed. A lot of, we just seen Joe Burrow throw for like 4 passing touchdowns against this defense in Baltimore. So really soft matchup for him here. I think Baker's playing well enough. Hopefully he doesn't absolutely just crap the bed tonight. Now that I've been hyping him up like this, he won't. Yeah, he won't. But his passing touchdowns are slightly juiced over, minus 123. Some people have this up to a minus 182. A lot of people feel really good about this play, so I definitely do. 50.83% on DG here, and all the signs are pointing towards yes for this one, so I'm a little locked in on this one. Really feeling good about Baker tonight. If you guys want to go check out Chalkboard is a whole lot of fun. It's another daily fantasy app like Prize Picks or Underdog, but they're the king of all lines over there. You can bump lines up and down, and you can get higher multipliers. So you can take, like, let's say you think Mark Andrews is going to go over 2.5 receptions. You're like, you know what, I'll bump him up to 3.5. They'll probably give you like a 1.5x for that, and then they'll probably give you another option to bump it up to like 4.5 or 3.5. Or 4.5, and you'll get like a 2x or a 3x multiplier on that one because it's that much harder to hit. But it's really a lot of fun because you can make you could take that 3x play and just put it with another play and get a 4x or a 5x multiplier on just 2 plays. So it's a lot of fun if you guys like to make, you know, little 2-man plays like that, or if you want to go for the absolute 100x YOLO, you can do that as well, and you can even get over 100x as well. So a lot of fun over there on Chalkboard. They really just got so many alt lines, and they run like 6 specials a day, so you can pair those specials with like your favorite play, whether that's a boosted multiplier on a play that they put out, or just like a discount. So they'll put like Lamar Jackson's passing and rushing yards at like 200 or something like that. So a lot of fun over there. Definitely go check them out. Use code BACKDOOR at checkout, and they'll give you up to $100 in a deposit match, and they'll give you a free play to help you cash your first slip. So that's gonna do it for me today. You don't have to look at my forehead anymore. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, Jordy used to totally state Chalkboards multipliers. Be like, you can make like a 2x and it's like 400x, or you can make a 2-man. No, but actually that Mark Andrews play is more generous. You had said 1.5x. His normal line right now for the 2.5 receptions is 1.9x.
Okay.
And then if you bump it, sorry, I'm curious. If you bump it, the only other option they have is the 3.5, and that's 3.57x. So
right.
If you catch the ball 4 times, you're almost at 4x just on that one play.
Yep.
Also, I hadn't tried it yet, but let's see, I think it was like Sunday during the day, or maybe it was Thursday Night Football. I went to their live, where you can, you know, do live parlays on here, and it is so fun, man.
Really?
So I'm gonna be jumping into some live tonight on Chalkboard for sure. All right, so if you guys want to come join our Discord, you should come join us. We have a really killer community. I gotta shout out Bobby. Bobby's been on a heater for sure. One of our, you know, longtime members. He's been on a heater. The dude he's a heavy hitter, but also he's just a lot of fun to talk football with during the games. So I'm sure I'll see him on tonight, but we've got these 4 picks for you. We're going to be posting more slips before game time for sure. And my favorite thing to do is making second half slips. It's like we're all watching the game in here together, and then we just make second half slips, and we, you know, can tail each other's slips. So it's a lot of fun. I forget, I think it was Jay. Someone tailed one of mine last night. We almost got a second half 6-man last night. We were close. It was just I think we just needed like Brees to get a little bit more fantasy score, and I think it was Russell Wilson's rushing yards. I thought maybe he was going to be trying to escape the pocket a little bit, and he could get over 8.5 rushing yards in the second half. He didn't get it done, but my God, Russell Wilson looked really good last night.
Yeah, he did.
That is very exciting. If you are a Pickens owner, like this whole offense looked way better. Like we were all so confused. What's Mike Tomlin doing? And then he looked, I was like, okay, this team looks like they could put together a legit run now. If it's not just this one game, if he keeps this up, like they looked way better. So good for you, Russ. Like we all been talking so much trash about you, bro. Like made us eat our words. But so yeah, if you want to come join the Discord, just go to Patreon it's in the description of the video. Sign up through our Patreon. It manages our subscriptions. So once you're signed up through Patreon, go to settings. There's a connected apps option in the menu bar. You just connect your Discord right there, and it will unlock our channel for you. Make sure you say hi, hop in the community chat, let us know you're new so we can show you around. But yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you want to follow us on X or Instagram or TikTok, it's all just at BackdoorFS. We are posting extra content. We're still working out, we're still evolving this thing. So we've been talking about working out, maybe potentially having like a live stream, which we think would be fun. It's just kind of like with our schedule, making sure we could fit that into everything we're doing. But yeah, we're posting content. Maybe we'll start posting some extra plays on our socials. We're still figuring all that out. But if you want to come join us, just go follow us. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Do not forget to tune in tomorrow for our first NBA video of the year. Can't wait. I'm just like so ready to be back to just every single night having some exciting fantasy options on the table. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a good night, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.